JV TV.
Alright, yo, what's up everybody? Well, as I mentioned in the last video, I'm out here in Nebraska. I'm not going to disclose the exact location just for family privacy and whatnot, but my family owns some land out here in the middle of the sandhills and over there. I'll get a drone flight of it later. The road coming up here, I'm parked right over there. The road coming up here is really muddy and I don't want to, potentially get stuck, so I just drove up to the fence right there. I'll probably get just take the Avata 2 down to the little homestead where my grandmother was born, and to the neighboring area right here. Flipping this camera around, there's another old homestead over here that I kind of wanted to just walk up to and get some drone footage of, perhaps fly inside. Very overcast, cloudy day. It just got done raining out here in the middle of Nebraska. Zoom in a skosh, so there's where I'm parked. And right over there is the cabin on our property. And this is the neighboring homestead over here. And nobody ever comes up here. It's an old abandoned house, so this will be perfect for a little exploration. So let's see here. I'll get up on this ridge. Yeah. There's cool valleys out in the south of this area. So, okay. All right. I'm nervous and excited. This is going to be pretty cool. I'll have my ISO set to auto on the drone as per usual. And I think I'm going to take it to 4K 60 frames a second. The last few videos I've been making it 100 frames a second. I think 60 would be better in this lower light condition. So let me get set up here and we'll get flying down there. Definitely going to use the launch pad here. This wet grass area. You'll see it all when I get the drone up in the air. Switch to the drone recording view now. ISO set on auto and 4K 60 FPS and shutter speed 1/120. So I'm gonna get her up in the air and maybe do a little bit of manual rip just to get the lay of the area and then go enter into the old house over there. I gave you an idea of what I'm sitting here on the old grass with the pad right there. A little breezy out here. All right, sticker in manual mode. Camera angle at 36 as of right now. We'll roll with that while we go recon the place here. It's very windy, I can feel it. Interesting place. All right. I'm gonna just put her in sport mode. And before we get too crazy and lose all the battery, we're at 90% right now. Let's see if we can enter this fantastic masterpiece of a house. Wow. Let's look at this window here. Oh, it looks like it's filled up with like posts and stuff. Okay, I'm behind the house. I lost a little bit of signal strength right there. Shit, this may not be as easy as I thought it was going to be. Let's go around to the side closest to where I'm at. That might be the best way to maybe enter. Yeah. All right, what about this? I may not be able to enter, guys. It's so windy out here. Every freaking time the wind, huh? Dang. This house hasn't been touched for a lot of years. Let's see, let's move around here. Maybe if I go to this side, the wind looks like it's being blocked on this side. Yeah, let's check this out. Even if I enter one little area here, I'll be happy. All right, here we go. Dang. I mean, one of the good things about this is it's not impossible to go retrieve the drone if needed, but I don't want to. Refrigerator in there. Ambient light weak. Satellite weak, okay. Go back over here. Is that window broken open? I think it is. Bang. I got better satellites. Light out here. Is that window in? Nope. All right, well, let's go check out the remains of this outer shed, if this is the barn or what. It looks like it collapsed, obviously. Feeling the effects of the wind. Yeah, like you guys have commented before, and like I've thought too, it'd be interesting to go back in time. Even 50 years ago to see what this was. Who lived here, who started it. It's a beautiful area. Peek in the front porch. Yeah, the wind's really pushing me around out here. Okay, cool. Well, I'm at 65% on the battery, so maybe just a couple more peeks around to what we got here. It's an interesting toppled over tree. Is it too windy to try to fly through here? Oh. Oh, try it again. There we go. I know I could get through there. Yeah, what an area. There's just one more shed here. What's left of it? It's almost like a tree fell on a building right here, huh? Crazy. Okay. Oh, that wind is being a glorious bastard, 60%. Pop it up a little bit and do a little bit of manual and then retrieve her back, and then we'll go down to the other, to our property. Just take the camera angle down about 30. Okay. Check out these valleys real quick. Looks like this is used to drive through here a lot. Very cool. I feel the wind. I'll do a little orbit around the house and bring her back to about 49% battery. If you feel when that wind pushes you this way. All right. Behind the hill where I'm sitting here, it's a little less windy. I can maybe land her back on the pad. A little bit of a challenge, but okay. It's dancing a lot. Come on, buddy. Get over there and land. Not that windy. Well, all right, I've been wanting to explore that place for a long time. So I'm gonna go walk back to my truck and then go look at our property with our old homestead building on there and see how that looks. All right, stay tuned. There's our little homestead building right there. I'm just gonna fly this one from my truck. Like I said, the driveway is a little muddy down there. I'm just gonna drone it in there as opposed to drive in there. And I got the microphone on this time, you guys, so yeah, once again, I apologize for that last time, but maybe you didn't want to hear me talk anyway. So yeah, let's just fly around the old homestead right there. There's a tank, we got some cattle up in here. My brother and my dad come up here, I don't know, every so often. So I'm gonna switch my ISO back down to 100 since we're not gonna go inside any buildings, just to keep from overexposure. Okay, recording now. Still windy as all get out here, but that's all right. That's what we got to deal with. If you waited for the wind all the time, you wouldn't get as much flying in. And it blows me right over here right away. All right, I'm gonna shift her into manual right away here and we'll go get a brief look at the cattle over there, and then we'll go down around the building and then come back and call it a day here. All right. My angle is at about 34 degrees. I'm gonna kind of stay low so I can avoid the high winds. We'll see how these cattle react to this thing. If they start acting like they're scared of it, I'll get away from them. If you watch any of my older videos, you can see on the ranch, cattle are always seeing my drone. I've gotten years of footage of the cattle with drones. Obviously lately I've kind of switched over to full-time FPV Avata 2 videos, but I'm gonna start integrating the vlogging stuff in with these videos again, I think. So kind of get some more stories, travel videos. All right, let's go check out the house. I'm 91% battery. Yeah, that wind's pushing me like a fierce force. There's an old rundown grain bin right here. Check it out. I might have to put it in sport mode to explore around here a little bit. Another one of these luscious green valleys right here on our place as well as the neighbors. Yeah. So we'll dance around here a little bit first and then we'll go look. The building is not accessible unless we go over there and open up the door. So. Yeah, my grandma was born right there in that house. My dad's mom. It's crazy. Some history out here in the old Nebraska sandhills. Just like anywhere else, I suppose. I'll go fly through this valley over here, then we'll come back and do a little exploring. I'm not sure what the building was on the outside. You can see the foundations of some outbuildings. I have to ask my dad what they were again. Yeah, valley ripping. I'm not sure about power loops with this high wind. I might refrain from those just now, just because. All right, I'm gonna turn into the wind, put it in sport mode. It's better to do it into the wind than it is trying to do it alongside the wind and whatnot. One thing about sport mode is the drone tilts too much. So a few years back, we put a roof on this place. Just to preserve it. Make it a little, perhaps a getaway someday. Pull a little RV out here, set up a tent. Or fix it up to where we can just sleep inside the old house. So there's a bunch of trees around here. My dad cut all those down and left the one little cedar tree remaining. My dad's never been a tree lover out here in the sandhills. He says it causes cattle to come up and tromp around it and causes blowouts and dirt holes and everything else when you're trying to grow grass. There's some old cars and whatnot, kind of picked up and consolidated to one area, an old wagon. I think that's a baler of some kind. So, yeah, out here in the middle of the Nebraska sandhills, this is an area that the world doesn't know about, and honestly, the people that live out here like it that way. So that's why I'm not disclosing the exact location of this. Just know it's in Nebraska. But I figured it'd be cool for you guys to see just kind of the beauty of the sandhills in Nebraska. Everybody thinks of Nebraska as like cornfields and stuff. So sandhills are definitely a different element. All right, while I'm in sport mode here, let's go look at this. Couple of foundations. That might have been an old cellar. I think that's what it was. And they used to get in there during storms. Might have been another old cellar right there. And there's the old beat up grain bin. When I was a kid, that grain bin used to sit over here in the valley. It was actually upright and in pretty good shape for a while. A tornado came through here one year and kind of wrecked everything, but thank God the little homestead is still there. All right, let's manual it up for the last time here. 34 degrees, and then we'll bring it in. Oh, calves may not like it. They're actually running towards it. And I'm gonna bring it back and get on heading back home. So it's Saturday, I'll be here through Monday. So I'll probably get a little extra bonus footage around the home place. Any of you who have been following me for a while have probably seen some of the older videos. I used to vlog around the home place all the time. But I kind of got to where those weren't getting views anymore, so I kind of quit doing that. But I might do it again. And also the privacy of my brother and his family, they didn't want a whole bunch of stuff being exposed on the internet, especially with young kids, but they're getting older now. And I try to keep you know, my family out of the videos as much as possible, because they're not the type of people who like to be in videos. I know you got different families. Some love camera attention, and others want nothing to do with it. My family seems to be the ones that want nothing to do with it. So I'll keep it about me and the drones and the storytelling right here. All right, let's land her on the back. Call it a day. 48% battery, that's not bad, considering the wind and everything. All right, got her right there. Cool, guys. Well, that's going to be it for this part of the video. Like I said, if I go around the home place, do some recording, some drone shots, I'll just make a separate video about that. So yeah, a nice little out in the middle of nowhere piece of property my family owns here in Nebraska, and when you want to get away from the world, this is where you come. So appreciate you watching this one, and we'll catch you on the next one. Probably be another Nebraska video. So keep flying high, and appreciate the support. See y'all. Peace.